Hello everyone and welcome to today's online class for class 12.
In this question it is saying that the CO bond in phenol is shorter in length than the CO bond in methanol. Phenol, the structure of phenol is this and the structure of methanol is this. The CO bond in this methanol is shorter compared to the CO bond in this CO bond in phenol is shorter compared to the CO bond in methanol, and they asked you to explain it. To explain this structure, we have to consider the resonance in structure of phenol. Evidently, if you see, there are 5 resonance structures that can be drawn in. Out of this 5 structure, 3 structure carbon oxygen bond possess a double bond character, and 2 resonating structure carbon oxygen bond possess a single bond character. Hence, in phenol, carbon oxygen bond possesses a partial double bond character, which is comparatively shorter in length compared to the normal single bond character. No such resonance is observed in the case for methanol. That's why it is a almost perfectly a single bond, which is not the case for a carbon oxygen bond in phenol, which is a partial double bond. Hence, this length of the carbon oxygen bond in phenols is a little bit shorter compared to the carbon oxygen bond in methanol. This question is saying that the bond angle COH in alcohol is slightly less than that of tetrahedral angle 109.5 degree. Why? Now the structure of alcohol is this, where the bond angle between carbon and hydrogen, carbon, oxygen and hydrogen are of sp3 type, because this oxygen is sp3 hybridized. Therefore, the angle should be normal sp3 angle, that is 109 degree 28 minute. But due to the presence of 2 bulky lone pair on the oxygen atom, which produces repulsion, and due to this repulsion, bond pair repulsion, the angle carbon, oxygen and hydrogen decreases a bit. Due to this reason, the angle between the carbon, oxygen and hydrogen are little less compared to the normal tetrahedral angle. This question is saying that explain why carbon oxygen carbon bond in di-tertiary butyl ether 130 degree is much higher than the carbon oxygen carbon bond angle in dimethyl ether. Now let's see the structure of this both compound. The first one is di-tertiary butyl ether. Now this is an ether linkage, as it is saying. Di-tertiary, then that di means both the alkyl groups are tertiary butyl group. Now tertiary butyl groups are this group. This is tertiary butyl group, and the next ether is dimethyl ether. So another ethyl group, dimethyl means the both alkyl group is of the methyl group. This is the dimethyl ether. Now let's try to construct the structure. Now in the case for di-tertiary butyl ether, there is an hindrance present between the two alkyl group due to the bulky nature of the alkyl group, and also there is lone pair repulsion. Now this lone pair repulsion on the oxygen will try to reduce the bond angle between the carbon, oxygen and carbon, but the alkyl group repulsion, the hindrance due to this bulky alkyl group, tertiary butyl alkyl group, will try to open up the bond to increase the bond. So the repulsion effect of lone pair will get reduced a bit due to this presence of due to this hindrance between the two bulky alkyl group. In the case for methyl group, the lone pair repulsion is present and it will reduce the angle between carbon, oxygen, carbon. But as there are two methyl group present right now, the hindrance, steric hindrance in between the alkyl group is not in the appreciable amount. As a result, the repulsion effect of lone pair is much more in case of methyl ether, dimethyl ether, which will result in considerable amount of decrease of angle carbon, oxygen, carbon. In the case for di-tertiary butyl ether, the reduction in angle between carbon, oxygen, carbon will not be that much that much amount due to this steric hindrance present between the alkyl group. As a result, the carbon, oxygen, carbon bond angle in this di-tertiary ether found to be much higher compared to the angle between the carbon, oxygen, carbon in dimethyl ether. Alcohols can be prepared by many chemical reactions. The first one that we will be studying is from haloalkanes. Now, haloalkanes are organic compounds in which an alkyl group is attached with an halogen group. Halogen can be of chlorine, bromine, iodine, and this R is an alkyl group. Now, when alkyl group, like let's say CH3, CH2, Br is being react with an HBr in aqueous medium. When this thing is react with an KOH in water or NaOH in water, it produces alcohol. OH and the respective salt is precipitated out as a byproduct. Now, this reaction when happens, water is a very vital part of this reaction. In the place of water is used as solvent. All organic chemical reaction happen in a solution medium, in a solvent. Water or alcohol is mostly used as solvent. In this particular reaction, we are only going to use solvent, water as solvent, because if we use the same reaction, KOH in alcohol, suppose at ethanol, or NaOH in ethanol medium, means alcoholic medium, in that case, instead of the substitution reaction, elimination reaction will occur. Substitution reaction means that this Br group is substituted with an OH group. So this is a substitution reaction. Sorry. But in this case, the same reagent KOH and NaOH if is added, but in the alcoholic solvent medium, in that case elimination will happen. Elimination being that this CH3, if I write this CH3 as CH2 hydrogen and this CH2 as CH2Br, in that case HBr will eliminate and two bond will be opened up due to this reason, and this bond will then form the double bond. Thus this elimination reaction happens. Now this entire elimination reaction will happen if any alcoholic medium is taken instead of the aqueous medium. In aqueous medium, alcohol will be produced via substitution reaction. Saying that this type of reaction in presence of a base KOH or NaOH occurs substitution as well as this elimination reaction. What I am trying to say, this substitution reaction that is being happening to produce this alcohol, alongside this elimination reaction will also happen, that is this reaction. But as we have taken water as a solvent, the percentage of substitution reaction is more. That's why as a predominant amount alcohol is being produced. But if we take alcohol instead of water as our solvent, in that case elimination reaction will happen much more. As a result, the alkene, the product after the elimination reaction, alkene will be formed in a predominant amount alongside alcohol. So if we do this reaction of a haloalkane by reacting this with a very strong base like KOH, NaOH, elimination reaction, this one, and substitution reaction, this one, both of these will occur. Depending on what the solvent we have taken, one of the substitution or elimination will predominate. Like in the case of water solvent, substitution will predominate. In the case of alcohol, elimination will predominate. To avoid this kind of mixing of product, this kind of formation of mixing of product, because supposedly this kind of strong KOH, NaOH base we have taken and reacting this base, strong base in aqueous medium with this alkene halide, and an alcohol is produced. But as a byproduct, alkene will be also produced, so the yield of our desired product, that is alcohol, will be very less, not in a considerable amount. To avoid this formation of mixture of product, strong base like KOH, instead of strong base like KOH, NaOH, weak base like Ag2O, H2O, Ag2O, H2O, aqueous solution of silver oxide. Aqueous solution of silver oxide is nothing but aqueous solution of silver hydroxide. So silver hydroxide is a very weak base. When we are taking weak base instead of the strong KOH, NaOH in aqueous medium, the yield of the substitution product, the yield of the product of the substitution reaction will be much more. That is, the production of alcohol will be considerably higher amount. That's why this reaction of formation of alcohol from alkyl halide can happen via an alcohol, via the addition of a strong base like KOH, NaOH in aqueous medium, and it can produce a alcohol. But alongside this, alongside the substitution reaction, elimination reaction will simultaneously happen. As a result, yield of this alcohol will be far less. That's why instead of using this strong base, we are going to use weak base like silver hydroxide. And if we use the silver hydroxide in this particular reaction, the yield of this product alcohol will be much more. Now the thing that is needed to be remember that the substitution reaction of alkyl halide to produce alcohol happens simultaneously alongside elimination reaction. Now the production of percentage of product will depend on the solvent that we have taken. If this particular reaction of base, we do this reaction in H2 medium, aqueous medium, in that case the alcohol will be produced in a predominant amount. If this reaction happens in alcoholic medium, in that case elimination reaction will predominate, and as a result alkene will be produced in a predominant amount.